Good evening everyone. This is Harpreet as a maths teacher. Dear students, I hope you all are good and fine and completed the previous one work as we have completed 6th chapter of class 10th maths. Today we will start the new chapter, that is the 10th chapter, circles. So let us discuss about the topic as a what is the circle, and regarding it also some terms we will discuss. Now firstly, what is the circle? If we will discuss about the circle, if there are the some points are collected from a fixed point. Suppose here I have collected some points from a fixed point, this one, then collection of these points is called as a circle. Suppose here is as this one point, as I am giving the name as a O. Suppose here I am giving the point A. Here will be I am giving the point B, and this one point I am giving the point C. So joining all these points is, this one is called as a circle. Okay, and then fixed point is called as a center of the circle. And if we will join the center with the any point on the circle, then all these distances are equal. Then here we will write OA is equal to OB is equal to OC, and all these distances are called as a radius of the circle. Okay, let us discuss more about the circle here. If we will draw a circle and having a center as O and any point a circle on it, then joining this point already we discussed, that is the called as a radius. If I am taking the another 2 points on the circle as BC, which is joined and passing through the center of the circle, then that is called as a diameter of the circle. And then if we will discuss, suppose there are the two another point which joined and these joint point is not passing through the center, then this part, this line is called as a chord of the circle, which we have discussed already into the 9th class. Now we will discuss more about as a, if there is a circle is given and a line which is not intersect at any point, then that is called as a intersecting line. Okay, and further one condition, if it is given that a circle and a line, suppose L line is intersect the circle at the two distinct point, then AB, these two distinct point, then line L is called as a secant of a circle. Secant of circle. Okay, and now we will discuss, if suppose we have given a circle, a point A on a circle, and through the point A we draw a line, this one, then this line is called as a tangent of a circle. Tangent of circle, which is the topic of our this one as a this chapter here. What is the tangent? A tangent is a line through which is passes through a point. That point is also occurred on a circle and on that one tangent. Then this point is called as point of contact. Point of contact. Now many questions can be arise. Many questions can be arise. The first question can arise into our mind as if there is a circle is given and we have to find out how many tangent can be drawn through a one point. Then we will say a circle having a one point is given. Suppose here is another point is given. Then through a one point only one tangent can be drawn. Okay. Through the B point also again one tangent can be drawn. Then only one tangent can be drawn through the one point on a circle. Next point can be occur, how many tangents are there a circle? Then we can conclude here there are the infinite many points on the circle, then infinite many tangent can be drawn on a circle. Next condition can be occur, if there is a circle is given and how many tangents are parallel to each other. Suppose here I am giving the point A and opposite point B, then there a point through the point A there will be the one tangent and through the point B also. Then we can say at most two lines which are parallel to each other and which are the tangents also. Then at most two lines are only parallel to each other which are tangents. Okay. Now we will discuss next thing. Suppose here it is given that a center which join to the point of contact which is perpendicular on the tangent on the point of contact. So here this is a theorem 10.1 which we will discuss now. Okay students, now we will discuss about the 10.1 theorem. That is, here it is given that tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. The tangent, here I have drawn the diagram, xy is a tangent. At any point, that point is P, is perpendicular to the radius. This implies here we have to show this angle is as a 90 degree. This we want to show through the point of contact, this one. So in the given part we will write a circle. A circle it is given, a circle with center O, and what it is given, xy, a line which is a tangent, xy is a tangent through the point of contact P. We have to prove OP is perpendicular on the xy. Here we will do the construction. In the construction we will take any point on the xy. So let it point is Q. We will join it by the O also with the center. So here we will write take a point Q on xy and join OQ. Then into the proof we can see, let this OQ is meet at the point R on the circle. So we can see here as OP is equal to OR. Why? Because both are the radii of the circle. So we can say both things are equal. Now if we will see, OQ is equal to OR plus RQ. So we can write here OR is less than OQ. Obviously two things are sum of them one thing. So one part is less than the other one part. So OR is less than the OQ. So here we can write OP is also less than the OQ. As here we can give the first part because of the first part. As OR is equal to OP, so OP is also less than the OQ. So we can see here the distance from any point on the line, this one. This is the OP is the shorter one. So all the distances are greater than the OP. So we can write here OP is shortest distance. OP is the shortest distance from point O. Okay, so now into the 9th class we studied a one theorem as here, as we know that a point which is not lying on a line, the perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. So here we proved as OP is the shortest distance. So this implies which is the shortest, that must be perpendicular distance. So we can write here OP must be perpendicular on the xy. Okay, this we have to prove into the this one theorem. Here we can use this one criteria into the 10.1 exercise question and the another question also. And students, this is the proof of the 10.1, and if you have any query related to the theorem and the 10.1 exercise, then you can discuss with me. Okay, thank you.